Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem, performed by Michael Cristiano and Lisa Edwards.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair in joyful strains, and let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated and welcome to the stage your Master of Ceremonies.
Distinguished guests, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, I am Professor Chris Gray, Pro-Vice-Chancellor of Planning and Integrity, and I will be the Master of Ceremonies for this graduation. Let me begin by acknowledging the Wathaurong people of the Kulin Nation, the traditional custodians of the land on which we are gathered today. We pay our respects to them for their care of the land. The presiding officer for the ceremony is the Chancellor, Mr. David Morgan, assisted by the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Jane Den Hollander. Members of the stage party include University Council member, Ms. Philippa Kelly, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, Professor Lee Asteiner, Head of the School of Information and Business Analytics of the Faculty of Business and Law, Professor Danuli Mather, Deputy Chair of the Academic Board, Professor Stuart Orr, members of academic staff and senior managers of faculties and divisions. We also welcome Professor Wan Li Zhu, Head of the School of Information Technology of the Faculty of Science, Engineering and Built Environment, who will deliver the occasional address. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor will now open proceedings.
Vice-Chancellor Professor Jane Den Hollander, Occasional Speaker Professor Wan Li Zhu, University Council Member Ms Philippa Kelly, distinguished guests, Deakin staff, graduands, your families and your guests. I would like to begin by offering my congratulations to the graduands, along with those of the University Council, Deakin University's governing body. Graduation ceremonies are important, symbolic and ritualistic events. The trappings of medieval Europe, such as the academic dress, the use of the mace and the academic procession, remind us of the ancient nature and traditions of universities and the esteem in which they have been held over many centuries. Indeed, universities are amongst society's longest-standing and most revered institutions. Ancient universities, like Nalanda in India, was founded in the 4th century BC and attracted international students from Greece, Persia and from China. But our world is rapidly changing and universities too are changing with it. Brick by brick, the ivory towers have come down as governments and industry increasingly look to universities as an important source of intellectual capital. In this knowledge age, communication is immediate and it's global. The internet is inevitably becoming the dominant infrastructure for the exchange of knowledge, and this, of course, has implications for the way in which universities research, teach and work within their communities. However, important aspects of the role of universities have remained constant. At Deakin, we seek to impart, through example, the values of excellence, equity, sustainability, collegiality and public good to make a difference in our world. As graduates, today's graduation ceremony is a cause for individual celebration, which no doubt you plan to continue after this ceremony concludes. But graduations are also a very important opportunity to offer public thanks to those who have helped you succeed. You would not be here today to receive your awards without your own persistence, your own hard work and your own commitment. However, I feel sure all of you would like to acknowledge the support and the encouragement you received from family and friends, and to recognise the knowledge, dedication and skill of Deakin staff you experienced during your time here at the university. Therefore, on your behalf, I wish to formally acknowledge and to thank them for their significant contribution to your success. You've achieved a qualification that will open many doors around the world throughout your career. It is one of the most valuable tickets to be had for the journey through professional life. A Deakin qualification is a particularly valuable asset and one that will serve you well. Deakin is a strong and dynamic university, and its reputation both nationally and internationally will assist you to obtain the employment of your choice or to go on to further studies now or in the future. When you annotate your qualification with the word Deakin, you highlight to others that you obtained your degree from this great institution. For those of you who are receiving your first Deakin University Award today, this graduation ceremony also marks your transition from student to alumnus. You have earned lifelong membership as a member of the Deakin family. As a Deakin graduate and alumnus, you join a vibrant group of people who live and work across most countries of the world. We look forward to the opportunity of welcoming you back to Deakin again sometime in the future, either for formal postgraduate study, for ongoing professional development, or to take advantage of the professional benefits the Deakin Alumni Network provides. You are a part of a privileged minority. As a university graduate, you have joined a select group within society, and a group that society quite correctly looks to for leadership. As a Deakin graduate, we urge you to use your knowledge wisely for the benefit of yourselves, the benefit of your families, and for the benefit of society as a whole. I would like you to consider forging a life where you do make a difference, where you deliberately choose to contribute to society as a citizen. I certainly can't be sure how many of you will choose to go that way and how many will not, but I firmly hope that a good number of you do, for the health and vitality of our countries depends on it. We urge you to act professionally and to speak out and take action on important issues, and in particular to champion the needs of those who are less fortunate. And in conclusion, just let me once again congratulate you on your achievement and wish you every success for your future. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Geelong, the headquarters of Deakin University, and welcome also to this outstanding auditorium, the Costa Hall, for our final graduation ceremony for 2013. Chancellor, Deakin University Council established the title of Alfred Deakin Professor to recognise members of the University Professoriate who have made a sustained, high-level contribution to research at Deakin. The title is the highest honour the university can bestow upon a member of academic staff. Chancellor, I am pleased and honoured to present to you and the guests assembled Professor Wanlei Zhao, upon whom the title of Alfred Deakin Professor will be confirmed. I invite Professor Zhao to stand. Professor Zhao joined Deakin University in 1994 as lecturer in the School of Computing and Mathematics, and he was promoted to professor in 2002. He is an outstanding academic leader, having worked as head of the School of Information Technology 2002 to 2005, Associate Dean International for 2006 to 2008, and is currently Head of School Information Technology. Professor Zhao is recognised internationally as a leading researcher in distributed computing and network security. Deakin's Council conferred upon Professor Zhao a Doctor of Science for his substantial contribution to knowledge and authoritative standing in the field of distributed computing. In 2009, he was elected as a senior member of the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, the world's largest professional association for the advancement of technology. And he has been invited to chair over 20 international conferences and has delivered many keynote speeches at international conferences. Professor Zhao has published in more than 260 papers and in international journals and refereed conferences proceedings. He has edited many books and has authored one significant book in distributed computing, security, and the reliability of computer networks, bioinformatics, and e-learning. In the last 10 years, Professor Zhao has secured research funding of more than $2 million from various sources, including more than $1.2 million from the Australian Research Council. He has built a very successful and productive research team in information security, network security, and cloud security. Chancellor, I present to you Professor Wanlei Zhao, Alfred Deakin Professor.
The Chancellor will now commence the formal conferral proceedings for the ceremony. Chancellor.
I shall now, with the authority of Council, award certain diplomas and confer certain degrees. And I call upon the Deputy Chair of the Academic Board, Professor Stuart Orr.
Chancellor, I have the honour to inform you that the candidates who will be presented to you and those candidates whose awards are to be conferred in absentia are entitled to receive their respective awards, and, on behalf of the Academic Board, I certify that they have fulfilled all the obligations and conditions prescribed by the University for these awards. I invite all eligible candidates to stand.
I will now receive candidates for admission to awards. With the authority of Council, I admit each of the candidates here present and those certified as in absentia to the appropriate award of the University and to the rank, to the privileges and to the responsibilities of that award. You are now graduates.
Will graduates please be seated?
Distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, doctoral degrees are awarded for a substantial original contribution to knowledge achieved in 2 to 4 years of full-time candidature. The Deputy Chair of the Academic Board, Professor Stuart Orr, will now present graduates admitted to doctoral degrees.
Chancellor, I present to you these graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Adel Ali Khalifa Alamin. Dr. Alamin's thesis was entitled Investigating Factors Influencing the Adoption of AIS, Libyan Accountant's Perspective. Chancellor, Dr. Adel Ali Khalifa Alamin. Dr. Mansour Mohammed Al-Fajani. Dr. Al-Fajani's thesis was entitled A Study of Materiality Auditing, Case Study from Libya. Chancellor, Dr. Mansour Mohammed Al-Fajani. Dr. Mohammed Tequil Hassan Chowdhury. Dr. Chowdhury's thesis was entitled Exchange Rate Regime Choice, Some Determinants and Consequences. Chancellor Dr. Muhammad Taqeerul Hasan Chowdhury. Dr. Sajid Fayez. Dr. Fayez's thesis was entitled Agility, Flexibility and Relationship Integration within Australian Manufacturing Supply Chains. Chancellor Dr. Sajid Fayez. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of doctoral degrees. Chancellor, the head of the School of Information and Business Analytics of the Faculty of Business and Law, Professor Dinelli Mather, will present graduates to you. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates will be presented to the Chancellor in groups of 10 or fewer. We acknowledge you to join the stage party in acknowledging the achievements of each graduate as the groups are presented. I call upon Professor Dinelli Mather.
Chancellor, I present to you these graduates from the Faculty of Business and Law who have completed a combined course leading to 2 master degrees: Master of Business Administration International, Master of Information Systems. Sneha Ramesh. Alexis Anas Utama. Master of Professional Accounting, Master of International Finance. Chao Yu. User Deng. Xiaowang Ningguo. Tao Hu. Yijun Hu. Suchan Li. Hansa Liu. Liu Liu. Xiaofei Mu. Lu Qin. Fang Da Shen. Zhe Shen. Guang She. Biran Setu. Teng Teng. Titipat Watakanon. Yi Xiang. Master of Professional Accounting, Xiaofei Liang. Wu Jiang Xie. Yuhan Chen. Cheng Li. Mingyi Li. Yang Li. Jing Lin. Hai Tao Soon.
Washington. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You will fail some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There is no doubt about it. Never be discouraged. Never look back. Give everything you've got, and when you fall throughout life, fall forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Nilukshi, for your wise and encouraging words today. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in again thanking Ms. Nilukshi Fernando. I now invite the Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony.
Deakin graduates, today you are about to set off on an extraordinary journey. You are entering this exciting next stage of your life in a fast-changing and globalized world, one in which knowledge is rapidly renewed and in which opportunities are no longer constrained by cultural or geographical boundaries. As Deakin graduates, we know you have the intellectual firepower, the capacity, and of course the skills that will prepare you for a future that we can only begin to imagine. You have achieved a qualification that will open many doors around the world and throughout your career. I hope you will cherish this moment and use it for future inspiration. I hope too that you will always remember the values you have learned at Deakin, and through those values will strive to make a positive contribution to the communities in which you will work and live. But of course, graduates, your graduation here today would not have been possible without the support of your family and your friends. And so, I ask you now to stand, to turn and to face those who have supported you through your time at Deakin University, and thank them with a mighty hurrah and a round of applause. Thank you. And if you will now turn and also turn and face and thank the academic and administrative staff who have been central in challenging and encouraging you to reach your goal of graduation today. Please be seated. Graduates, this ceremony also marks your transition to an alumnus and an important member of the Deakin family. I trust you will consider this as the beginning of a lifelong association with Deakin, and I encourage you all to participate in the activities of the Deakin alumni. The alumni community extends across many different parts of Australia and the world, and it can provide you with opportunities to make contacts and connections, exchange ideas with like-minded people, and even provide support and friendship. And by joining the Deakin alumni, you can access professional networks and maintain your connection with Deakin, your university. And so finally then, graduates, thank you. Thank you for choosing Deakin. Thank you for choosing Deakin. It has been our privilege to be part of your education, and I wish you good fortune for your individual and your collective future. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Deakin community, we send congratulations to our new graduates, and I thank you, their family and their friends, for your support and your attendance at this ceremony. A very good evening to you all.
Thank you for your attendance at the 2013 Deakin University graduation ceremony. Please be upstanding for the departure of the academic procession.